Hey, 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 hashtag Health, Wealth, Life, day 110. Amazing. All right, I'm going to give you this in under 4 minutes. Thoughts are things. I'll come back to that in a moment. But this is about, can you master your thoughts? You think, master my thoughts, what the hell does that mean? But it's basically about training. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will your mastery be. And it's all about what you think. Now, this whole week about Health, Wealth, Life is around lifestyle. And each day I give you a principle from Health, Wealth, my book. And I expand on those principles much more in the book, but today I'm giving you just a quick 4 minute intro into this thought concept, because thoughts are things. They are things. Do we see them like that? I think most of us don't. In fact, let's flip that around. Not that way, that's my son's stuff. It's in a different place. No, that one. Yeah, here we go. Now you can see it. Thoughts are things. That's better. Right. So, what does that mean? What does that mean? That means that what you think is what you'll create in yourself. And when you create your own state, then that's what you experience. That's what we talked about yesterday. And how can you constantly uplift your internal vibe? What's the 2 tips? The 2 tips are, you must brain train. That was one of the 7 tips I gave you yesterday on how to constantly uplift your internal vibe. If life is a series of events that happens one after the other, you look back and your life is a series of events. How do you make this event? How do you make this moment more powerful, more impactful, and happy? Because it's all about being happy, right? And happy is a skill that we can learn. So the tips I gave you yesterday, there was a 3-minute video, just under 4 minutes. Check that out. And that's about how to constantly uplift your internal vibe. If we constantly uplift certain moments in our life, we'll look back and say, wow, those moments were good, my life was good, that day was good, and so on. So today we're drilling down into one of them, and it's about your thought patterns. How can you master your thoughts? Most people say, I can't master my thoughts, but what you want to do is practice. Rome wasn't built in a day. And listen to this, every master was once a disaster. We've all got to start somewhere. Every master was once a disaster. That means that you can start and you can be absolutely crap at whatever it is you're doing, but the ability that you can be consistent and just do it over and over and over again. Watch, listen, read, talk to people. You can get better. Simple as that. And that's what you do with your thoughts. So brain train. That's what it's all about. You must brain train in the morning. Get a system in place and brain train. Some people like to call this meditation. I prefer to call it brain train. I think it fits more to the environment and the society we live in today. Meditation, people move away from it. Brain train. We like to do that. We all like to overtrain, over-listen, over-work. Laura, how are you? Hope you can join us on Saturday. Hope you registered in because the tickets are going. But brain train, that's a better way to perceive it and look at it. That's in my thoughts. It's a better way, and that's a better way to communicate and have better conversations with that. So you must brain train, get a system around that. I've done that video, skim back through my videos to look at that, and I'll give you how I do that and what I do around that brain training. And it has to be done early in the day, early as possible, and get that done. Cece, how are you? Hope you're well. Now we're talking about this. Thoughts are things, and you must brain train. And then the second tip is watch your language, because language, words, thoughts are things. Everything you say, everything you do has to first be preceded by a thought. So what you're thinking about, you'll bring about. Make sense? So the language you use, simple example. If I say to you, I'm going to make you better, you might be like, well, what do you mean? I'm not in a good place. I'm not good. But if I say to you, I'm going to make you even better, I'm proposing that you're already great, that you're already in a good place, but we're just going to go higher together. And if we work together, we can get to that higher place. Make sense? It's a simple little twist in language. I used to live with a good friend of mine when we were bachelors. We lived in Hampstead, northwest London. And he said to me a few times, happened 3 times. I remember the 3rd time because I thought, maybe he's right. He said, hey, you're too hard on yourself when you make a mistake. And we all make mistakes, right? And I made a mistake. I'm really tough on myself. I don't like to make a mistake. I at least don't make the same mistake twice. That would be foolish. So I'm really tough on myself. I am. And he made me realize, hey, the language I'm using to myself, maybe it's holding me back, because it will take away, it will dip my mood, my vibe. It will just take a little bit of energy away from it because it was too negative. It's good to pick up on the mistakes. Say, hey, I'm not going to make that mistake again. Move on, move forward. Don't do it again. But no need to be all over it. I wouldn't talk to someone else that way. So careful how you talk to yourself. That's the next level of mastering your thoughts, because you have to do it on your own. You have to do this yourself. Someone can point it out to you, but then you have to choose to make the choices and make the dedication of that brain training and actually changing your language over time, because it does take time, because you need to be conscious of it and pick up the language you're using. So I'll make you better, I'll make you better. What? That's not communicating well to other people. And they're just a tiny word, even. I'll make you even better. I'll make it even better for you. And that just resonates with people just so much more. It's the psychology behind it. As Tony Robbins say, it's all 80% psychology, 20% mechanics. And that's where the real beauty of the results are. That's where they all lie. Even in the gym. So I've worked with bodies and transformation and back care and getting people out of pain. But a lot of that is psychology. How can we take that behind the scenes, have enough energy, have enough drive, have enough focus to be consistent with what we've set up, the goals we've set up, and be there day in, day out? How do we make that happen? Again, that's psychology. So it's all to do with thoughts. It's a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint. So remember, thoughts are things, and every master was once a disaster. The 2 tips are brain train every morning. I've given you that video, and watch your language. Watch your language. Now, if you want some amazing tips, it's going to take you 10 seconds a day. It's going to cost you next to nothing, and the event is actually free. I promise you'll have a life-changing event this Saturday. Join us for an hour and a half. It's actually, doors open at 10, but we will be starting shortly after that. So join us 10 till 12, Russell Square we're going to be in. I will post the link in this comment of the video. Click through, have a read, reach out if you want to ask any questions, but join us. Complimentary tickets in this video. Hope you can make it. Hope to see you Saturday, and I promise you, we'll do something that shifts that stuck value that you may have going on, and will make you even better, and will make life even better. There you go. All right, amazing. So I'll see you all tomorrow at 6 p.m. Have an amazing rest of the day, and remember to take care of yourself and everyone around you. And that's happy is a skill that you can learn. And in fact, mastering your thoughts is a skill that you can learn, and it is a better way to bring out your personal best. Let's go get some health wealth. Let's take the world with us and everyone around us. Have an amazing rest of the evening. Give me a thumbs up. Press that share button. Press that share button. Adios.